All right, let's talk about focus, or maybe the lack of it. I mean, we live in a world that is basically designed to steal our attention, right? So how do you actually get anything important done? Well, today we're going to dig into Chris Bailey's fantastic book, Hyperfocus, and pull out a really powerful strategy for taking back control of your attention. So let's start with a really simple question. Just think about it for a second. Where did your attention actually go today? For real? Was it on that big, important project? Or was it, kind of scattered everywhere? Emails, notifications pinging, a million tabs open? Look, if you feel like your focus is always being hijacked, trust me, you are so not alone. And this quote from the book, it just nails it. Distraction isn't just a nuisance, it is an economy. Think about that. This isn't just you failing to focus, it's a system, a whole economy that's built to capture and sell your attention. So the very first step is to just stop blaming yourself. It's not a willpower problem. We need to understand the game we're playing. And that brings us to this huge idea, the attention economy. See, in the world we live in now, your attention is your most valuable resource. Seriously, it's more valuable than your time, even more than your money. Because where you choose to put that focus, that pretty much determines the quality of your work and honestly, the quality of your entire life. Okay, so trying to fight off distractions 24/7, it's exhausting, right? And half the time, it feels like you're losing. So what's the alternative? Well, Chris Bailey says the solution is way smarter. It's not about fighting harder, it's about understanding how your own mind works. It's about working with your brain's natural rhythms instead of constantly fighting against them. And this is where things get really cool. We're talking about the two modes of your mind. See, the book breaks down how our brains have these two super powerful but totally different modes of operating. And the secret to unlocking both crazy productivity and big creative ideas is learning how to dance between the two.
So, mode number one is what the book is named after, hyperfocus. You know this feeling. It's that deep, locked-in state of concentration where the rest of the world just kind of melts away. You're completely absorbed in one thing. This is your get-it-done mode. It's for execution, for doing high-quality work, and doing it fast.
Then there's the second mode, which is just as crucial, scatterfocus. Now, this might sound like just, daydreaming or getting distracted, but it's not. It's strategic mind wandering. It's when you purposefully let your mind go. And this is where the magic happens. It's where you connect weird ideas, solve those tricky problems, and have your best creative breakthroughs. You know those classic aha moments you get in the shower? That's scatterfocus at work. So let's just break it down side by side. Hyperfocus is all about dialing in. You're laser focused on the details, on getting a task done. Scatterfocus, on the other hand, is about zooming out. You're letting your brain roam free to see the bigger picture and connect the dots. One is for productivity, the other is for creativity. And here's the key. You can't just pick one. You absolutely need both to be at your best. And this is so important. The goal is not to be in hyperfocus mode all day, every day. That's just a one-way ticket to burnout. The real game changer, the real skill, is learning to switch between these two modes on purpose, intentionally. You use the right mode for the right job. It's this deliberate rhythm that creates performance you can actually sustain. Okay, so the theory sounds great, right? But how do we actually do this stuff? How do we put it into practice? Well, let's get into the action plan, because this is how you really take back control of your focus, like starting right now. So, the book gives us this awesome, complete 7-step plan. It covers everything from setting your intentions to managing your energy levels. Now, we can't dive deep into all 7 today, but let's zoom in on a few of the most powerful ones, the things you can start doing immediately. First up, and this is a total game changer, is setting clear intentions. The book calls it the rule of 3. It's so simple. At the start of your day, or even the night before, just decide on the 3 most important things you want to get done. That's it. This one simple habit gives your attention a powerful magnet to be drawn to all day. Next, you've got to actually practice getting into hyperfocus. So when it's time to work on one of your rule of 3 items, use this 4-step formula. Step 1, pick your task. Step 2, and this part is absolutely non-negotiable, you have to eliminate all distractions. Phone on silent and out of sight, close the extra tabs, all of it. Step 3, just focus as hard as you can. And finally, step 4, and this is key. When your mind wanders, because it will, don't beat yourself up, just gently bring it back. And the third big idea is to manage distractions before they happen. Don't just wait for them and try to fight them off with willpower. That's a losing game. Instead, design your environment for focus. If a social media app is your weakness, bury it in a folder on the last page of your phone. Create some friction. And for things like email, don't check it all day. Batch it.
Deal with it all at once in 1 or 2 specific time blocks.
You know, when you start putting all these pieces together, what you're doing is so much more than a few productivity tricks. You're building a totally new rhythm for how you work and think. It's a massive shift away from that always-on hustle culture of just being busy and moving toward a smarter, more sustainable way of actually getting things done.
I mean, just look at the difference here. The old way, the way most of us work, is all about relentless focus. It's draining. We measure success by how many hours we put in, and it leads straight to burnout. But the hyperfocus way, it's about being balanced and intentional. The goal isn't to work more hours, it's to achieve more. And the result isn't burnout, it's this awesome, sustainable rhythm of getting stuff done and having great ideas.
And really, that's the bottom line. This isn't about one little trick to stop procrastinating. It's about building an entire system for yourself. A rhythm where intense, focused work and creative mind-wandering actually support each other. You get better results for sure, but you also get a much calmer, more intentional state of mind.
So, I want to leave you with one final question to think about. Forget about multitasking. Forget about trying to do it all. Based on everything we just talked about, what is the one single, meaningful thing that you are going to hyper-focus on tomorrow?